Hi, thanks for joining today. We're going to do Spider-Man 30 inches off the mat using our Cricut. So we're in Design Space, and this one is definitely my top, if not my top two. This one and Princess Jasmine look amazing. So anyway, I bought the file off of Etsy. I have uploaded them already, so let's just go to our uploads, view all, and these are all the ones that I've been working on. But anyway, the way the designer saved it is with two sets of images. So let's upload both of them and I'll show you why we want to use both of these. And I'm going to reduce the size over here just so that we can see everything on the screen. Okay, so usually my my off the mat projects is technically two layers. The background layer is the black one, and it's, all in the back, this one, sorry. And then the second layer is everything is on the second layer, even though it's multiple colors. Like the red and the blue, they don't overlap. They lay just on top of the black. So usually, like I said, I have the two layers, and then it goes on the foam board. But in this case, this black, of like the webbing is a layer itself, and it's gonna go, let me ungroup this so you can see what it looks like. Actually, sorry, before I do that, let me undo it. Let me get everything the same size first. So what I want to do is this black all by itself is going to be my bottom layer. And then this red and blue is going to be a layer on top of that. And then my final layer is going to be this black that goes over everything. The one image that I don't need is this one, but let me make them all the same size right now. So this one is 14.97 across. Let me make this 14.97. Okay, and I think they're the same, yeah. And I know that only because this designer made everything the same. So she just saved it in two separate files. So now I'm going to, let's just get rid of this guy over here. So I'm just going to weld it to make it one piece, and then I'm going to slice him out. So I'm going to weld it, and then I'm going to add my square so I can weld out that whole piece. All right, here we go. Square, make it large, and I'm going to have to tilt him a little bit, or tilt the square. Okay, and now I'm going to slice. So I'm going to highlight these two things, slice, and I'm just going to get rid of this. And some of you are asking, why the heck didn't I contour? I don't know if you saw it when I pulled up the panel over here. This guy was like 1,000 pieces. So I felt like that was the easiest thing to do. Okay, so visually what you're going to have, so you can see it, is this is our bottom layer. This is going, let me ungroup this. Oops. Let me undo that. I'm going to move this all together. The red, the blue, and the gray eyes. This is going to be my second layer. So you can kind of see it. It's going to be so cool. When I made this, I just couldn't even believe it. And this is our final layer that goes on top. So he is so awesome. And I did the entire thing, the black top, the blue, and the red was all in glitter, and it looks awesome. You can't even see where the seams are. Okay, so here's our guy layered. He currently is almost 8 inches across and 10 inches down. I'm going to make him 30 inches. So I'm just going to go to the size, type in my height up here, and you notice that it's locked right now, so it's going to proportionately make things as wide as it should be. So here he is. I'm going to lower this down to 25% so that I don't have to scroll so much. All right, so let's move out the different layers. Here's that top layer that we were talking about, our red layer. And our red layer is pretty pretty big. It's 19 by 30 inches, so we're going to have to do some slicing to get him to be able to be cut on the Cricut machine. And the blue is pretty big, but you can see, let me make this bigger so you can see it on the screen really quickly. This blue is so awesome the way they designed it. This arm right here is one whole piece, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be less than 12 by 12. So all we're going to do later when we mess with this screen or this the blue color is we're going to contour and make it separate so that we can cut each piece and move it around. But like this knee is in two pieces. This whole thing is one, and then this little thing right here. So this is just awesome. All right, so let's go back to 25. There we go. Move that over. Move the eyes over. The eyes are small. And here we have this layer. So let's do our squares so that we can slice him up. So let's add the shape, the square, make it 11 by 11. And I know technically we could cut 11.5 by 11.5, but it's just not worth the effort for me to deal with 1/2 inches at this point. So, excuse me, I'm willing to lose that piece. So let's do this. Let's duplicate. And let's make these two flush, okay? So this is when I use the position feature up here. This first one, let's just make it even. So let's put this at 7, and this is just like a grid. That's your X coordinate, and your Y coordinate is going to be 20. And I just picked random numbers. It was just, that's where it was already kind of close to, and I'm just making it so that it's nice and even. I'm going to move this up a little bit close to it. And then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to make this 18 and this 20. And that's not random because this was at 720. So I'm going to move it 11 inches over. So 7 plus 11 is 18. So this is at 1820. So hopefully that makes sense. All right. And then I'm just going to highlight this square, hit the Shift key. So I'm not on a Mac. So hit the Shift key, select this one. So now both these items are selected, and I'm going to duplicate. I'm duplicating both squares. They're already flushed up against each other, so that's why I'm doing that. So I'm going to put it close to the area. I'm going to go up here, change my position to 7 and 31, and I know that's going to be there. I'm going to, these two are still highlighted. I'm going to duplicate and move it up here. And again, I'm going to make sure it's flushed. So I'm changing that to 7 and to 8. Oops, that's not right. I need this to be at 7 and at 9. There we go. Okay, so there are some hanging out. So let's select that image, the full black background. Send it to the front, so go to Arrange, Send to the Front, and see if I can work within this. And it looks like I can't. I'm going to need another layer. Unless, let me see, can I move him to fit? I can. Okay, so he fits like that. All right, so what I want to do is, I'm going to send him to the back again though. So I'm going to send him to the back. And the reason why is I want to duplicate these squares so I don't have to redo what we just did. I know I'm going to need to slice out this red one and this black one. So I'm going to duplicate this whole thing. I'm going to select all these squares and I'm going to duplicate. And it didn't all duplicate. I'm missing that one, but it's okay because the red is smaller. I'm going to do it again. This time I'm going to try to highlight all of it. Okay, and then duplicate. Oh my goodness, I'm missing some. You know what, let me undo that. I'm going to be more careful. There, all 6. That's going to be for my black layer for later. All right, so now going back to here. Now that he's hidden, the other way to get to that black background to move it to the front is to go to our panel over here, scroll down, And here he is. And also the other thing to note is this will tell you that it'll give you a warning sign. This is too big to send to the map. Okay. All right. So now this figure is highlighted. I'm going to go to arrange. I'm going to send him to the front. He's all in. Now the only thing to look at now is, is this good? Is this where we want to slice it? And let me, you know what? I'm going to change some colors. I'm going to change this guy to white to see if it's easier to see. No, it's too glaring. Let me just change another color. Sorry. I'm going to change it purple. Okay. The first thing that I notice is this little piece right here. It's going to cut by itself and we'll have to piece him together because this arm is all one piece. This square is all connected. This square is basically his head. It's all good except for that. I kind of don't like that. I'm going to see if we can move him a little bit more so that piece is just a little bit bigger. But I don't want to move him over too much because I don't want like a fingertip to be on this side and then try to tape together that piece, okay? So, yeah, I guess I'm okay with this. I mean, there's really not that much that we can do. So this, I'm fine with this piece being a little bit bigger. So let's start slicing. So as you saw when I sliced before, you can only slice 2 images at one time. This purple, which is when I send it to the mat, I'm going to put black cardstock, just regular black cardstock, is 1 image, and then each square is the other image. So we have to slice 1 square at a time. So let me take my cursor, and you can see I'm only highlighting, I got his thumb, which will then highlight the whole image, and then I have the square. And then you see the slice over here is a feature that's available because I only have 2 images. So let's slice it. Let's move this hand down here. Let's slice this little itty bitty piece over here that I'm not happy about. Oh no, wait, his knee. I don't want that. So I'm actually going to undo this. And I should have noticed that before, so I apologize. But this is a good learning lesson. I don't want you to do that. I don't want to have to piece together this like 1/4 inch little guy. So I'm going to take this image, I'm going to move him down just a little bit so that the knee is now part of this whole piece, okay? All right, so good learning opportunity. All right, so let's slice again this little corner. Okay, so now we have a full arm, 1 piece. That's the way I like it. Okay, let's do this side. And you can see, I mean, he's small. He's 1.5 inches this way, but he is 3 inches this way. So it's not like the tiniest piece. I will live with it. He goes right there. Let's slice out the head portion. And the reason why I'm moving it down and kind of keeping the shape is so when we go to piece them together, these 6 pieces will be obvious where they go. It may be obvious to you. It's never obvious to me. I'm so bad at piecing together puzzles. So here's that piece. And this just makes my life a little bit easier. And with this Spider-Man being 30 inches, it's a lot of moving pieces. Wherever you can help yourself, I do it. I take advantage of it. All right, so here we go. This piece here, and it doesn't need to be perfect. I just need a reminder of where things go. All right, all our slicing results, we can just highlight it and delete it. We don't need that. And it didn't delete. Okay, there we go. So just again, this is our background. This is going to be black cardstock, and it's going to cut. It's going to be our bottom layer. All right, so now let's do something different. Let's deal with the blue one first. So if you remember, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Okay, here's our blue. This is 1 piece, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm going to use contouring so that I can show you that. I love contouring. A lot of people, I don't think, know how to use it. I certainly didn't up till a couple months ago. So when you contour and you want this to be 5 separate pieces, you need 5 sets of this image. So we already have the 1. I'm going to go to duplicate. Here's 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so the first set is already oops, here we go. Highlight this first set. Oh my goodness, I'm an idiot. I was wondering why I couldn't contour. I should have looked. I can just ungroup this thing. Oh my goodness. So another learning experience. You know, I did it on purpose. I didn't, but let's just say I did. Let's get rid of all the different layers. I'm just deleting, keeping the last layer. All right, here's the original layer, like an idiot. Let me go back here. I should have looked at this first. This is my favorite thing. This designer is awesome. They grouped it. So now I can just ungroup it and all my pieces are movable. Oh my gosh. That's all we needed to do. So I'm glad I was able to show you that. I mean, not that we did that much work, but this is awesome. Okay, so I'm just gonna I know I moved things around, but I'm gonna just leave it like that so that we kind of know where everything goes when we look at this. Next thing, we should probably save this. We've done so much work on it so far. Spider-Man, 30 inches. All right, let's see if this designer grouped the eyes together. You may think it's not a big deal, but I do so many of these and the glitter cardstock is so expensive, and they did. I love this designer. I'm just going to go to ungroup because when I send this to the mat, I don't need this space. I'm going to move this little guy over. I'm going to, you know, like maneuver it around. So when I go to cut, I'm only taking, oops, I'm only taking up, what is this going to be? Like barely 2 by 2, right? Instead of the way it was going to be like 4 inches by 2 inches or whatever it was, okay? All right, so we're just moving along. I'm just going to move over here. All right, what we have left is we need to slice the red guy and this black image. So let's move this down. I'm going to bring him to the front, arrange, center front, and see if I can work with what we have here already. I can't. I need that other square. Not a big deal. I'm just going to take this square over here, duplicate, move it over, and let's make sure it's flush. I'm going to use the position. I'm going to move this to 59 and 56, and that's not right. Let's see, where is this one? Oh, because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to align him. So I'm going to highlight these 2 squares. Oh, I may not like that either. You know what? Sorry. Let me send this to the back. Move, send to back. And then I'm going to highlight all these squares right here, minus my additional 6. And I'm going to position this at 48 to a round number 34. There. And then now, let's see where this guy is. This guy is at 48.56. So this guy will be at 59.56. Perfect. Did you see why I did that? It was just, I randomly moved it down. I didn't want to deal with adding 11 plus 11 plus 11 and some odd number at like, I don't know, 47.153. Okay, so let's go find our little red guy. Here he is. So I selected him. I'm going to arrange and move him to the front because again, I want to make sure that I'm cutting with the least amount of seams possible and where it makes sense. So I think I'm kind of stuck with this guy. Let's see, the bottom looks good. These are all one pieces. This is not good. This little wedge right here would have been by itself. So let me move him over. There, I think he's good now. That's one piece. This arm, unfortunately, this little piece will be a piece, but you know, it is what it is. All right, so let's slice him. Here we go. And just be mindful of, that the pieces are accurate, right? Like, and quickly undo if we don't like it. Slice. Okay, that happens occasionally. It's just a glitch in the system. I don't know why it does it. Just undo it. And we'll slice something else right now. And we'll get back to that piece. And that seems to work. See, now it's fine. Slice. We're almost done slicing. Oops, undo. I thought that was, but it wasn't. Okay, and let me slice this guy. Yeah, okay, so now we're all sliced out. So let me move this, this. See, I'm already bad. Like, where the heck does that piece go? All right. Let's take all of this, the results of the slicing, and just delete. We're almost done. Let's just save this, do a quick save in case anything goes wrong. So sorry. I've had this cold for a while. I'm recording all my videos while I'm sick. Okay. We have just this guy left. Let's move him to the front. Arrange center front. There he is. And let's get him onto this mat over here of our 6 squares. All right. And let's, be mindful of where the seams are. Try to cut in big pieces. I'm so sorry. Okay. All right. So what do we have here? We have, and this technically is all one piece connected. I mean, this designer is so awesome. So when we slice this, this will become 6 pieces. So I feel like this looks good. This is all one piece. See this tip though? This little angle? This tip is going to be hanging by itself. So let's see if we can move it to this mat up here without messing up anything else. We're going to lose some pieces. I'm going to move him down like this. And let's see if that's better. Maybe move him down even more. Move him over. All right, let's see what we have here. Oh man, it's just, I'm gonna just move him up and I'm gonna keep him right here. I'm actually okay if we lose this little tip. I don't think that's gonna ruin our image at all. So let's do it. Am I ready? All right, I think I'm ready. Okay, so let's slice and let's see what we have. That's not bad. I can't tell. Let me make this bigger. Okay, so actually this whole thing is going to cut as one piece. Look it, that's all connected. So let me get back to 25. Okay, let's slice out this guy. So that piece is going to be by itself. We may lose that. And I'm okay because I've done this one. That's going to be a minor piece. Let's slice that out. Let's see. Oh, you know, it did it again. It's that middle piece. Let's do the other side. And look at that. That is almost all one piece. This piece is going to be by itself. Okay, so here we have that. Let's do this one. See if it works now. And it does. And you're going to love the results of this. I'll show you a picture in another video. All right, we're almost done slicing. And the nice thing with this one, let me see if that worked. Yeah, that worked. Is that these are all big pieces. So when we go to cut, it's easy. And then when we're piecing it together, it's easy too. So let's delete all that. We're done. We're going to save this. Well, we're done with the design piece of it. Now we're going to go to the mat to cut. We're going to send it to cut. I'm just going to move this guy down here just so that we know when we're piecing it together. Okay, let's go to make it. And I don't know why it would do that. The eyes are on two mats. No, we're going to send you. So highlight that, click on the three dots, move to another mat. We're going to move it to the first mat. They're going to be together. And we're going to cut it like this. Okay, let's look at this black one. This little guy by yourself, let's send you to another mat. Let's see, where would you fit nicely? Right here. And the reason why you're like, hey, these two, I'm going to try to actually merge these two onto one page. So I'm going to confirm, I'm going to move you over. Yeah, and just make sure that when they send it to the other mat that you don't have it overlapping because it will cut and it will ruin your file. There. I'm going to move you. Actually, I kind of like this. I'm going to move you here. Oops. Hold on. Oh man, can I get to that one now? I can't reach it. Ah. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to move him to another mat and move him back. That is so annoying. Okay. Actually, I'm going to leave him there. Where's that little piece? Here you are. I'm going to move you back to the other mat with this guy. And he's highlighted. Oh my God. No. Oh, jeez. Okay. I wonder. Okay. This is bonkers. But I'm doing it because I don't want to waste my mat. Okay, he's by himself over there. Let me move this hand before I drive myself crazy. Move to another mat. I'm going to move it to the head. I think it'll fit. Will you fit? I think you'll fit if I do it this way. Oh yeah, see? So sometimes you just need to maneuver a little bit. So this works fine. You know what? I'm going to move this little guy over there. I'm going to move it to this mat. Here we go. Oh my God, don't even tell me. Here. There. All right, so we saved 2 other sheets of paper. Let's see, what else do we have? Can we move anything else? We have this guy. We have this. And we have this. I don't think I can consolidate any more on that. Here's my blue. So I don't know why it's looking all crazy, but let's, move this around. I think this can all fit in on one page. Okay, let me move you up. Oh, there. Don't forget this little guy, though. Okay. I mean, can it be better? Yes. Let me see if I can move this a little bit more. And the reason why I'm doing this is I cut so much in glitter cardstock, and glitter cardstock is expensive. So I'm trying to, you're probably like, what is wrong? Everything fit before. But I was just trying to maneuver it a little bit so that the piece that I have left is much more usable. Oh, so perfect. So now, after all this is cut, I still have a pretty good size right here, like what is that, 5 by 5, that I can use for some other project, rather than like, a little square here, a little piece here, that, it's harder to get that. Okay, our blue is good. Okay, this is crazy. I feel like I definitely should not cut right now. This is when things are just gonna be all messy. I need to move this hand. This is too big. Move to another mat. I'm gonna move it to, I'm just wondering if it would fit here. I'm just gonna move it to here. I'll say, there we go. Here, actually, I'll move you here. And that way you have, for whatever reason, anything else that you want to do with that. Okay, so this is, remember, the purple is actually my black background. All right, here's my red. My red can definitely be consolidated. Okay, so this needs to go to another mat. Let's see, where are we going to put you? Let's put you over here. And let's move some of these other smaller pieces over too, like this one. There you are. So this one is pretty full. We have a hand here. Let's move. Let's move the hand and this together. So the next time I have almost 7 by 12 to use for something else. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything there. And that's it. So you're going to cut one little thing of gray right here. We have, in black glitter cardstock, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pages of that. One blue glitter cardstock. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of just regular black cardstock for the background. For the red, we have 3 sheets, but it's gonna look amazing. All right, thank you for joining. I know that was kind of crazy. It was a lot of layers, but when you piece this one together, it's going to just blow your mind. So, okay, I will see you on another video. Thanks, guys.